It's close, but not there yet. What do you guys think? Keeps getting nicer each time. Yeah. JP still isn't here, just so you know. That's why the front cover's not on yet. Hurry up, JP. JP showed up with some sparkle and some black. Let me get a light. Gear wrench pen light. That'll do. Whoa, sparkly. We don't have the top cover yet. He wasn't able to do that today. We're gonna build a little piece that goes right here. For now, ready to go in. Me and Joe are pretty excited about how this looks. That didn't go as smoothly as we were hoping. But it's okay. I think we'll wait on the intake manifold because I got a lot of crap to do over here. And then Joe's got to go home. Alright, it's in, guys. Morning, everyone. So, today, it's Sunday. Look at this. Coolant hoses are all complete except one. I need an XRP-60 here. That's a 60. Got this situated last night with all the parts in here. Right now I was doing some ground wires. I put the ground on the back of the head, then I did the power wire on the outside and inside. I'll lift the car up now, do some zip tying and figure out this vacuum line that runs underneath the car. We'll put the ACT clutch on. Still waiting on a part for the Samsonite transmission, then I can put that back together and we put that on. This charge pipe needs to get wrapped in Inconel up to about here. So it'll come to about there with Inconel and then just be right here for the coupler. So maybe by the end of the week, we'll have most of the stuff in the engine bay, but I'm gonna do what I can today and then the rest is just wiring, wiring, wiring. Okay, so we got the clutch all out. We put the flywheel on, ARP bolts on the flywheel, torqued it, and now we just lightly have set the clutch in place and getting it lined up. Have it set where you want, and then you go get your torque wrench and you get it to 27 foot-pounds that they call for on these 5/16 bolts. Alright guys, clutch is in, all tightened down, bell housing's on, slave is in there, all the hoses are connected. Okay, now I'm gonna, I got the starter in, so I'm gonna connect the main power to the starter and then go work up on the top of the car. These little gear wrench lights are pretty much my favorite thing right now. We've minimized this side by a lot. We got all the boost lines in. We need some wiring that'll go here to pick up the boost solenoid, turbo speed, back pressure, and then this will come down this way to give headlights and stuff like that. What's up guys? We got a guest here.
Who is it?
It's Dean.
What's up?
Dean Kearney.
Thank you very much, Dan.
We were doing some hoses, or no, some like brake lines for his FD car, and then we got to hang out, talk about Ireland.
Chill in the office, talk about his trip to the ice. Bye-bye.
See you,
Dan. Good to see you guys.
See you. There's been a turn of events. Lots of things that we thought were being done that weren't like done, but this is the engine harness that made. It's 7 wires, that's not gonna work. And then this was since before I left for Norway. So I'm gonna start working on the engine harness, the chassis harness, and the connecting part of the engine harness to the PDM and chassis harness. Actually no, the engine harness, we're gonna see if Rywire can help us do it because he's local, does really good wiring. He's gonna come by the shop later tonight. So I'll work on like what comes out of the ECU to the bulkhead for the engine harness, what comes out of the ECU to the bulkhead for the front chassis harness, and then what comes out of the ECU that goes to the PDM and then connects from the PDM to the back chassis harness. Beacha's gonna be killing himself trying to get everything done he can. Joe will help do the rest of what he can help with, but we got to get things happening quick. If we can't get it all done in time, which we don't know the future, then we go to a backup plan, and backup plan is gonna be practice Supra. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, gotta go. See you later. All right, guys. Two important things. First thing, Turbo had a mini sponsor happen. Blue collar, working dog. We're gonna try it with Turbo later. If I can remember to bring the camera home, we'll see what he thinks, and then he'll probably get all excited. But in the meantime, this is where we're at now. Made a new one of these for the PDM. This is the 26-way plug, and then this is a 34-way plug. 34 is a good number, so this is a good plug. Cool thing about me and Vicha doing all the wiring is I'm colorblind, and Vicha's second language is English, and Joe's just growing his beard. Okay, so plan B, if everything doesn't go as we wanted in that, because we're so far behind, is this car. So we're setting this up to have a proper expansion tank. This is still gonna be the overflow, which came from many years ago. We're keeping that. We're gonna cut this middle structure out, like this bar and that bar, and we're gonna put in a fuel cell that we have from Fuel Safe. You have to get a fire suppression bottle refilled and then put a fire suppression thing in there with at least one to the back, one to the driver, one to the front. We have to fix like 2 things in the engine and then somehow put a hood on here, but I think we're gonna make it with this one. Making some ECU plugs. This would not be possible without Cody Phillips. We called him and FaceTimed him like literally 20 times a day. Thanks for your help, Cody. Couldn't do it without you. These are the PDM plugs that I was working on. Some of the wires I did a little thicker because like I didn't have the colors I wanted. Unless I went to a 22 gauge and I didn't want to go that thin. It'll work, it's just too big. Picha did a lot of this stuff. This, that one, and part of that one, and then the rest no one had done. So, and we didn't know that they weren't done, so then we're doing all of it now. Still haven't made that one. That maybe happens tomorrow. I don't know how far I'll get, but maybe I'll do one more ECU plug and all that tomorrow and like get them in there and start getting them close to where we're gonna lay them out. Renee made me these labels that were blank, like templates of each plug for the ECU. So then I just write what color and then what the function is. And then Cody had helped make a label for the PDM. I'm working off of this little sheet here. It's like the helper guide for the Pro EFI. And then I got this plug to do tomorrow, a little bit more on the B plug for input outputs and low sides. I'm gonna maybe run low sides over in case I need to pin it into the PDM. If for some reason stuff's not working, I guess we could do that. Yeah, we got some stuff to do tomorrow. Joe helped a lot, but then he was working on that car, so then he left. So that's still plan B. Let's make this plan work though, okay guys?
Yeah, for sure. This is better for FD than this one, but this is still good.
This would get us by, but we don't want to get by. We want to come with that one. We're back! And it's messy.
Hi, everybody!
He's just doing some exhaust switching. I'm back at pinning stuff. I got about 60 more wires to pin. First, I think though, to be more efficient, I'm gonna clean up this crazy mess and organize it down to like a third of what I need right here. Should have done a time lapse of yesterday and the day before, but we didn't. Okay guys, coil wires are done. PDM wires are done with the exception of the ones that aren't getting teed. They're gonna come out of that rear chassis harness and plug right into the plug. The ECU wiring is completely done, but it needs to be chopped, so we gotta lay it in the car and kind of route in the directions. Then I have to pin this plug here that's not even in there yet, Ryan has the other end of the plug. We have this side of it, and we'll be populating that end. He's populating the other end to make the engine harness. We have everything done and ran except these 2 wires I need to redo. We still got to do a couple plugs back here on this. We're waiting on a piece from Radium to finalize this back here. Every area you look, we're close except in here. This is like a 2-day section, and tomorrow I can't work the whole time on it because I got to focus a little bit on the business. Happy Sunday. Talk to you tomorrow.
Čau lidi!